Hi, Enio. This is Alan Cockrell with ABC, former hitting coach for the Colorado Rockies and the Seattle Mariners. I'm going to take a look at your video today. I've looked at it, and tell you what, you do a lot of things very, very well. I tell you've spent a lot of time working on your swing, and you probably had some individual instruction, and whoever's worked with you has done a very good job. Enio, the biggest things that I look for early in setup are just making sure that our knees are inside of our feet and our heads inside of our knees, and we just want to start in a balanced position and maintain a balance throughout the entire swing. So you're in a good position. I'm going to run this forward to a load. Okay, I like your little toe tap. I just would like to talk to you a little bit about if you have a toe tap. That's very similar to like what a leg kick would be. You know, we just want to make sure that we're early enough and slow enough that we can get to a good hitting position with our heel planted into the ground, that stride heel planted into the ground early enough without trying to hurry up. So we want to be early with some rhythm, and I urge you to, when you're on deck, just make sure that you're getting in sync with that pitcher, and your timing is good so that you have time to keep that toe tap early and in rhythm and in sync with that pitcher. Okay, take it forward to the loaded position. Okay, most hitters, their front toe will land first, as does yours. I want you to know that it's not until this back heel firmly plants into the ground am I fully loaded. Okay, at that particular point, right about there, now we're loaded up and we're ready to go. Okay, so when we get the heel down, we're now ready to start our move into the ball. Okay, the things that I look for once the heel plants, I want to have good equal bend in both knees. Okay, we can see we're in a pretty good position there. I want to have my knees inside my feet. We can see we're in a good position there. We're in a good position there. Everything is good. Okay, I want to make sure that my hips are square to home plate. We're in a good position there. There's no leak with that front hip, which is outstanding. Okay, the other thing that I'm going to point out to you is when your stride heel right here, when this plants and gets into the ground, all forward movement with our body stops. Okay, the only thing going forward at this particular point, front side doesn't go forward anymore. The head doesn't go forward anymore. Okay, your head is in a good position over your belt buckle right here. And now, as your heel has planted, we do not want our head to move forward anymore, and we get just a little bit a leak forward with the head, not a lot, but just a little, and we just don't want to cramp our hands or tie our hands up from being able to work in front of our body and get out here in front to a contact position. Okay, so I'm just bringing that up, that when we get to a heel plant position, right about here, the head no longer moves forward. Okay, and we move forward just a little bit more, and that just ties our hands up just a little bit. Okay, now we have two first moves. We've got a lower half first move. Okay, and we have loaded and generated energy and gathered energy into the backside or the inside part of this back leg. I'm now going to transfer that weight and that energy to the inside thigh of this front leg. Okay, we'll start it forward. You can see you start to do that. That's good. Now, as your back knee starts to transfer that weight, the elbow will drop down into the slot. The slot is just off the rib cage and the back hip. You do a very good job of that. And once we get to here, we have a pretty good connection. We've got back shoulder, back elbow, and back hip in an alignment. Your hands are now going to start to work in front of this connection, just past your center of gravity, okay? And then they'll continue to work in front of your body until we get out front to contact. So we see the hands start to go forward. Okay, the hands will now get in front of your body and we'll get to contact. At contact, I see some good things. Again, I see palm up, palm down. Strongest position to be in with our hands. I see head and eyes looking right down the barrel of the bat at contact, which again is very, very good. As soon as our head and eyes start to come up out of the hitting area in this way, our barrel of our bat is going to follow that. Okay, so I always tell my guys, let's get into a good habit of keeping our head and eyes in the hitting position for one count past contact so I can get good full extension and finish my swing all the way through the ball. As you can see here, you're getting some good extension with the barrel of your bat facing the pitcher. You've gotten a good full backside turn, and your head and eyes are still down in the hitting area, and that is outstanding. That is very, very good. Okay, run it forward into your finish. You finish under balance very well. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to erase this. Here's what I'm going to suggest for you. Is we're going to set a tee on the inside part, inner third of home plate. Okay, and I'm going to set it 3 or 4 inches in front of my stride foot on the inside part of the plate. Okay, I'm going to put a ball on that tee. Okay, we're going to get to this heel down, heel plant position right there. Okay, now I'm going to make sure at this particular point my head does not move forward anymore. It stays right over my belt buckle. I'm going to start my back knee. I'm going to transfer weight. I'm going to transfer energy into the front side without my head going forward anymore. Okay, it's not going to move forward. It's going to stop right there. My elbow is going to come down into the slot. I'm going to get connected. Now I'm going to work inside this pitch that's on the inner third of home plate, 3 or 4 inches in front of my stride foot. Okay, and I am now going to try to hit this pitch to the back of the cage, which would be right through the pitcher. I don't want to pull this ball. I don't want to flare it off to the right side. I want to keep my head nice and still right here. I want to keep it nice and still so that my hands can work freely in front of my body and release the barrel and stay through a ball that's on the inner third and hit it right back up the middle. If the head goes forward, if the body continues to go forward, then our hands won't have the freedom to release the barrel and stay through this ball that's on the inside third. Okay, it's a good drill to make sure our body's staying out of the way of our hands so that we can freely release the barrel of the bat and stay through the ball. Okay, I tell you what, buddy, you do a lot of good things, man. As a hitter, you do a lot of good things, and this head is one little thing that I think will kind of free up your hands a little bit more and make you an even better hitter. So thanks for coming to our camp, and best of luck, bud.